Hello there, my name is Barnabas, your data protection pal, and for those of you who are celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year, wishing you 恭喜发财 and good health and good wealth, and may you be blessed with 10,000 wishes come true. It means 万事如意. Right, it's also Valentine's Day, so happy Friendship Day and happy Valentine's Day to every one of you. And let's see what unfolds in this fortnight of data protection and cybersecurity despite the festive season, especially in Asia. So yes, it's the Lunar New Year and it's the year of the tiger. Yes, China, the first news I got for you. China is ushering into a new year of data protection with several laws in place. If you are not already aware, CSL, DSL and PIPL, what an alphabet soup. CSL, Cybersecurity Law, DSL, Data Security Law, and the one that is the most important to many privacy practitioners, the PIPL, the Personal Information Protection Law. So please read about them if you have not found out about them yet and if you are doing business in China, keep your eyes open because it's going to be a year ahead of Chinese legislations and we want to see how it's going to be muted out. What else is there? EU gets tough. Not only China, but the EU starts to get tough on businesses, especially online businesses, because they are really raking up huge amounts of data, isn't it? I mean, the likes of Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Twitter, they've got so much personal data, they've got so much data, we just really wonder what they do with it. So I'm just so glad that the regulators are getting serious and getting more stringent on these online platforms that take so much information from you and I. Basically, we're just like data slaves. More breaches in 2021 despite the pandemic. You know, that is like we have heard and said so many times that there's one type of business that doesn't change, and that is the hacking business. They are still doing their hacking and scamming. So it's very important that organizations level up on their cybersecurity, cyber hygiene, train all staff so that they become very careful. There's even a previous article before that I featured that hackers are targeting even middle management and even operators and not just a senior management because somehow they just need one leg into the company and they can do the damage from there. So another one that you need to look out for is internal staff. You know, in Chinese we have this saying called 家贼难防, that it's hardest to prevent the thief from the inside, and that's what this particular article talks about. Not only have we got to be careful of external threats, there are also internal threats. So as a risk manager, my question to always ask the company owners or DPOs, how do you detect or even prevent an internal threat? And this is very scary for huge companies. So, treat your staff well, okay? Be nice to them, and you could have champions or whistleblowers or some policies within to keep your data safe. Settlement of 600k for data breach. That's a lot of money for data breach, and I wonder whether it's better to settle or to get fined by regulators. This is an interesting topic that I saw, and well, you tell me. Would you allow the regulators to fine? In this case, it is somewhere in US. I can't remember which state it was in. New York. I wonder what kind of regulations or what kind of enforcement the regulators will give. And again, I'm not so familiar with the New York law. I may want to ask Professor Daniel, because he is based in New York. And this is a very interesting article. Settle or allow regulators to fine? Or in that case, even if the regulators fine and make certain enforcements, do the companies still need to settle? So, well, in Singapore, I wonder whether this would even be applicable, because wonder how much they can sue the company for. So this is something that we got to see. But then again, if you're going to sue a company, you got to see whether there are damages, right? So if there's no damages, I don't know. So something to think about. Fine for advertising body for lack of transparency and consent. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, consent is one of the most fundamental obligation in I would say almost every regulations, privacy regulation in the world. So consent needs to be sought for everything, but however, we must be very transparent with getting consent to make sure that the data subjects are well notified about it and not use sneaky methods to get consent, because the consent will then be declared invalid, and this could happen to a company. So if you are engaging an edtech company or advertising subcontractor, you might want to check on how they are getting consents for you. And well, as always, again, a reminder, good article about 5 tips to reduce your cybersecurity risks. And even then, hackers are out there, so be careful, be safe, and if not, you gotta be really sorry. All right, so be safe. And well, my name is Barnabas. I will not hold up the time too much because I am going home for dinner today. And if you are keen to keep your staff and team safe from hackers, train them, keep them aware about what's cyber hygiene, educate them. And this is one tool I've created to educate players about data protection and cyber hygiene. Feel free to ping me and connect with me for more information. So my name is Barnabas, your data protection pal. Feel free to share, share, and subscribe. And be good, be safe, and I'll see you real soon. Take care and be safe. And remember, be good to your loved ones. Goodbye and God bless.